So my name is Vincent Aldan. Um, I retired from the Navy, 22 years of service, and my time during the Navy was an engineering department, and I did mostly auxiliaries, propulsion, and power. We did, of course, being on the ship, you have to, provide water, power, and sewer. And those are the, things that I know is beneficial to our island. And I was also an instructor when I was in the Navy. I also helped when I was in the Navy. I also helped revamp the engineering program for, the diesel engine technician school. Yeah.
And what made you decide to run for office? Why this time around?
I believe that we could do much better with CUC. I tried to work with CUC, and for whatever reason, I was never able to get in to provide my knowledge and to share my knowledge, and it was just always excuses one after another. And I used to teach at NMTI, power generation. When we became a part of, before when we were a non-governmental agency, everything was good. But when we transitioned to government agency, some of us were, furloughed, I guess during time of COVID, and we were never called back. And then they told us that we had to get, fill out an application to get a job back that we were never let go to begin with. And I never understood that. So yeah, I tried, I was teaching power generation to help out CUC to certify their mechanical side of the house, and hopefully we were going to transition or create the lineman course, but that never went through because of changing of the administration. Yeah.
And so it sounds like CUC is going to be a big part of your legislative agenda. What exactly do you hope to get done legislatively about CUC, and what other priorities do you have in office?
Like I said, because of my background, I spent most of my life, in on ships and in the engineering department, to be specific. And with the education and the experience that I have with with the military, it taught me how to be very proficient at our job. We're a highly trained, highly skilled workforce in the service, and I believe with that knowledge I could help with CUC. But since I'm unable to get into CUC, the other way around that would be to run, so that we can figure out why, CUC has not implemented renewable energy that has been talked about and laws have been passed, but we're not moving forward. When I look at the citizen-centric report with regards to renewable energy, and the mandate or the goal for the CNMI was about 30% renewable energy by 2016. We are not even 1% close to that. And from my understanding, the renewable energy systems on island were at the very beginning was not from CUC. It was not produced by CUC. Those are private individuals and businesses that produced it, but CUC, for whatever reason, is taking credit for it, and that's not true. Their program is lacking, and they could do better.
Why do you think it's taking so long?
That we don't understand. The reports and the studies have been done, and the legislation is there. And I'm pretty sure that the Department of Energy and Office of Interior, are willing to fund some of these projects. So what's the holdup? I'm not sure why is the holdup, and that's one of the things that I want to find out. Because we cannot be living, with such a high cost in utility rates. It's not sustainable. We don't have the economy of scale to keep consuming fossil fuel. It's not renewable. With the world economy and the geopolitical situations that's happening around the world, it affects us. And when it does affect us, like what's going on in Ukraine and in Russia, that has driven the oil prices high. And then with the BRICS issue coming along, and a lot of people are not aware of that, it's going to affect the price of oil, and it will go up, whether we like it or not. And because the powers that be, the major countries that produce the oil, and this is nothing new. Playing around with petroleum and holding other countries and nations in hostage it's ridiculous. Therefore, that's the reason why I believe that the study that was done by NREL, the National Renewable Energy Laboratory out of Denver, Colorado, it was funded by Department of Energy and the Office of Interior. So it was done in 2007 or 8. The report was completed in, I think, 2013 or 11, somewhere in that time frame. So the study has been done. The strategic energy plan for the CNMI report has been done. And I'm just not understanding why we're moving at slower than a snail pace. I don't know what moves slower than a snail, but we are definitely moving in a snail pace, and we need to get it done. We really need to get it done. The people and the private citizen and the businesses cannot afford to be living at such a high utility rate.
And is it a move to solar or wind, or is it all of it for you? What do you think is most viable for the NMI?
Right now, with Guam just initiate, what do you call that? They commissioned their, 60 or 90 megawatt system. We could do that. And we don't need to be, trying to get new land or whatnot. The lower base has enough land to provide us with something, that would be closer to the, main power plant. So we could move forward. I'm pretty sure that the funding is there that, the federal government can assist us with. And other than solar, we could also do wind, because when they did when NREL did their study, they also did not only for solar, but they did wind and they did geothermal studies. But where have we moved? It's been over 10 years and nothing has happened. There's a lot of talk. There's a lot of engineering this and A&E that, and just all kinds of things. When are we going to move? And what is making us move so slow?
And so, Representative-elect, you got about 1,800 votes in your precinct, and you were one of the highest vote getters, I believe. And you're now part of this independent wave in control. So, I guess, what's your comment on building those coalitions to get things done?
Being in a team is, I believe, in my personal experience, professional and personal, that you can accomplish more when you're in a team, vice doing it alone. And not only can you accomplish more, but you could maximize your resources to its fullest extent. Representative Ed Probst. Me and him go way back. You know, I've been tracking him since, you know, while I was still active duty when he first ran. You know, we're close friends. And I believe like somebody such as himself, regardless if he's Democrat, and for me personally, I really don't care. Democrat, Independent, Republican, Covenant, whatever. I don't care. All I care about is, can we put politics aside, right, and serve the way we are supposed to serve. We tell the people that we're going to do this and we're going to do that. But once they step in office, they forget all about it. You know, I don't believe, yes, I do believe in, you know, doing community service work always, right? But at the same time, what kind of community service work should we be doing? You know, I don't believe that we should spend like half of our resources in, you know, bush cutting and, you know, whatnot. That's, you know, you got the mayor's office and public works that does that. You know, and I think that, yes, we could do some of that, but we shouldn't be doing more than what we need to, because there are other projects that I'm pretty sure that we can take care of, you know, that we can help in our grassroots, in our villages, you know, other than just bush cutting and picking up trash and whatnot. I believe that our people are better. We could contribute more where it's more impactful.
All right. Representative, that's all the questions I had. Just briefly, did you want to close your message to the public?
Yes. First and foremost, I just want to thank, you know, all those that voted for me. I really do believe in serving. You know, I love to serve. I did it with the military, and now that I'm retired, I'm here. I need to serve. That's the whole purpose of my life, I believe, is to serve. And I thank them for believing in me and for giving me a chance. I want to thank my family, you know, that supported me, you know, my friends and all of that believed in me, and that, you know, if I should have, if in the future I tend to sway away from our purpose, then I expect to be corrected, you know, and I would like to be corrected, because sometimes you get so close to the tree that you can't see the forest, and I need people's help to make sure that I stay the course.
All right,
Thank you.
So much.